Hey everybody, guess what? I'm not dead. It's been a really long time since I've done a Dino-Riders toy review, and I think most of my fans have probably abandoned me by now, but hopefully they'll come back when they see that I have a new video up. For the longest time I wanted to change the setting of my videos because, as most of you had seen before, it really wasn't optimal in terms of lighting and even the surface I was working on. I think this surface definitely allows a lot of the details to pop out. And so now we're actually kind of doing these Dino-Riders toys justice, as opposed to before where it was kind of like, oh, here, take a look, but you couldn't really see much. Even I admit that it really wasn't clear. I don't know why you guys actually watched those videos. I thought they were terrible. Not the content was amazing because I was in it, but obviously the image quality was not great. So as you can see here today, I'm gonna be doing a toy review on the Styracosaurus. I'm gonna revamp a lot of my older videos because I think a lot of those dinosaurs deserve this setting also. Like the Stegosaurus, Torosaurus, and whatnot. Even the smaller ones are amazing when you actually see the details a lot closer and a lot clearer. So, you know, but I figured for today, since it's been a really long time, I might as well do a new dinosaur, at least for you guys. And so yeah, here we go. Here we have the Styracosaurus. This is one of the Valorian dinosaurs. And as you can see, if you saw my Monoclonius toy review, the body is pretty much the same here. Different color. This one's more of a brownish hue, whereas the Monoclonius was kind of this bluish green color. But the body's the same. The tail is pretty much the same. The head sculpt is different. This is obviously recognizable as a Styracosaurus with the long nose horn in front and the 6 spikes on the frill here. The conformation here is a bit strange, of these two jutting out diagonally and then these ones are kind of horizontal. I think to be more accurate, this should have been diagonal as well, kind of just following the contour of the frill, but nonetheless still a pretty cool toy. He also has these two brow horns here. See that? He has those brow horns. Again, the beady eyes, as with all the Dino-Rider toys, which is actually cool. I like how they all use these beads, as opposed to like the Jurassic Park series where it's kind of just painted on, and so with wear and tear, eventually the painting on the eye would disappear and then your dinosaur looks blind. So this is actually really cool. I love that from Tycho. Again, hard plastic, as with all of these Dino-Rider toys. And as with the Monoclonius, his action feature is actually exactly the same, in that you move the tail left and right, and the head will move left and right in the opposite direction. See that? So a very simple action feature, but still pretty cool. In terms of the legs, again, you can turn them 360, but it hits the front limb there. So in terms of posability, I mean, you get some, but you know, since the foot is very flat, I mean, you can kind of put it like that as if it's running, which is actually pretty cool as well. But you know, the feet are flat, so they were really intended to kind of just pose in this way. But it's still a pretty cool dinosaur. No motorized function, as with all small Dino-Rider toys. So let me put on some of the harness, and then we can take a look at this bad boy once he's fully armored. So here we have the harness, the main body of the harness right there. We have one of these cannons that actually go on top of this guy. I just want to make sure this is the right one for the top. Yeah, because there's two cannons, and as you can see, this one is a lot wider. But essentially the same design. This one's a lot narrower, right? So the wider one goes on top here and kind of pivots like that. So see, actually the body harness here is exactly the same as with the Monoclonius, except blue instead of purple. But on top, you don't actually put the seat with the rider. You actually put one of the cannons. On the side here, you put another one of the cannons, like so. And it's actually a really cool design because the seat actually goes on the side here. So there's kind of this square hole right there, and the peg here is also a bit rectangular. Well, kind of this weird T shape. You put that in, And so the seat is actually on the side. And as with the TV show, the rider for this dinosaur is Turret. This figure actually is not very show accurate. I mean, the main body design is accurate in that he has these, I don't know what these are, like shotgun shells? I don't know what that is, but in the show as well, he mainly sports this blue outfit and has these red, like red vest, I don't know what's called that, and he's got this padding, and he has this little, I don't know what you call this gadget, but in the show he has a visor, right? Here he does not have a visor, so that's what I mean by it's not super show accurate. But he still has the rest of his headgear. Alright, so let's just have a seat there, Turret. So this is what your dinosaur looks like fully equipped. Really a pretty cool design. I like the whole turret being on top. I remember being a lot younger, I would always draw Dino-Riders, and I actually really like this design. I'd always try to draw this. Aside from the T-Rex, of course, because the T-Rex was really my favorite. It's kind of funky how the turret here, I mean the gun here, one of them is actually shorter than the other one. And that's pretty cool too. And again, like with the Monoclonius, well, these guns can rotate up, down, really 360. This thing as well can rotate 360. My top gun here is actually cracked in the bottom of this thing. But no worries, you can pretty much replace these easily through eBay. Turrets, like the guns like this, is pretty cheap. And this is one of the figures that actually isn't very expensive. You can find it on eBay for quite a decent price if you're into collecting Dino Riders. Even mint in box, I wouldn't pay more than like $50 or something like that. If you pay more, I mean, if you're gonna have to pay more, I would hold out, because you can pretty much find these guys for a lot more decent price. And loose especially, you can get it for a really cheap price, like $20 or something. This guy I think I got from like a set, so I didn't actually pay for it individually. So there you go, that's the Styracosaurus right there. Again, the action figure comes with these little plastic weapons. This is one of the Series 1 dinosaurs. So the plastic weapon set is from the Series 1. I might do a video of just these little plastic weapons, just a really quick, like 30-second video, because they're not that great in terms of weaponry, but you know, it'd be good to see what the Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 are. So there you go, that's the Styracosaurus. Just give you a little 360 here. The Styracosaurus manned by Turret. A pretty awesome toy. Not a very expensive pickup, so go ahead and complete your collection with this guy. Take it easy, guys.